Hello, let's make a brow powder duo. So I'll be using my Morphe 35 or Supernatural Glow palette and I'll be using shade darker and full strength. I'm also thinking about night vision, so let's swatch all three of them and see how they look next to each other. Because I'm leaning towards night vision as well, but it is darker, so I'll just stick with darker and full strength because night vision is too dark for the brows. I'll be moving both of them to this empty e.l.f. container. It's an e.l.f. bite-sized duo that had blush and a highlighter. So these two eyeshadows will be moved here, and I think it's really appropriate for a brow powder duo. So let's get started. I usually scrape with toothpicks because I think toothpick can get into corners better or it can get product from the edges, but today I just want to experiment with this silicone spoolie. It is so relaxing, I'm gonna tell you, because this is not super sharp, so it is gently scraping the product. I like steel spatula as well, but again the issue with that one is that it can't get the entire product out from the edges. In the past, I have mostly used toothpicks to scrape an eyeshadow. Just a shameless reminder, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Rafneet and I make a lot of planning videos. I also make these kind of videos very often because I do like experimenting and mixing makeup. I must say it's not a good idea to use a silicone spatula. It's not really getting the product, but it is kind of doing a fine job. I wouldn't say a decent job, but it's doing something. Please don't judge, okay? I'm being extra. I'm just kind of putting little by little in the container. Usually, I would pour the entire product on a piece of paper and we'll just use it like a funnel to transfer product into another container, but I must admit it was really soothing and relaxing, so I continued to transfer this powder, or I'd say eyeshadow, the way I'm doing it, scraping off makeup and mixing products together. It's really soothing and relaxing to me. I really enjoy it. Let's get those edges now. Previously, I was thinking of making a bronzer out of this eyeshadow, but it is way darker to be a bronzer, so I decided to just use it as a brow powder, and I think it should be a nice shade. However, the shade beneath it, called Full Strength, looks like it has a little bit of red undertones, but nothing prominent. I think I can use Full Strength in my eyebrow tail and darker in middle of my eyebrows. I have to just do the old-fashioned way. I'll pour all of this product on a piece of paper and I'll then transfer all the remaining eyeshadow to the pan, and I think the pan is kind of smaller for this eyeshadow. These Morphe eyeshadows have more than 1 gram of eyeshadow in each pan, and the e.l.f. duo had 2.4 grams of product in each pan, so technically it can fit 2 Morphe eyeshadows or almost 2 Morphe eyeshadows, but I think this is powdered right now and that's the reason it's kind of occupying more volume, and once it's compressed it'll all fit. I'm hoping that it does. Poured all of the remaining eyeshadow on this piece of paper and this is the entire eyeshadow in the pan. Look how messy it is. Usually I'm not this messy. Of course, I won't be using that silicone spatula again to scrape an eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to mix alcohol in here. I think I'm going to pour a little too much because I just want all of it to melt together, and I'll just set it aside. And now let's get back to scraping our other eyeshadow. For this one, I'm going to be breaking it in bigger chunks so I can just transfer the chunks and fit them all in the pan. This is what I was talking about, and all of the eyeshadow has fit because I did not break everything down. Most of it is super compact, and pouring more alcohol than needed is going to dissolve all of the eyeshadow, and then we can just simply press everything in place. Adding more alcohol may change the formula, but I'm not super concerned because I'll be just using it in my eyebrows. Ooh, it has already started to dissolve. Just look at that. I'm going to break down all of these pieces and make them into a paste so that we can press all of it together and it won't crumble when it dries. And then I will also have to clean up the other pan. Look at all of that mess. It's really driving me nuts. And then I will press both these eyeshadows. I usually use a paper towel or a napkin and I fold it into multiple layers so that it can absorb as much alcohol as it can. That really helps with product not sticking to the napkin. I went back and forth pressing multiple times and this is how it looks like after pressed. There is not much difference right now, but we'll see when it dries out. This is next day and it has taken its time to completely dry. Honestly, there's not much difference between the color, but I'll be using them in my eyebrows either way. But that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching my video, wherever in the world you are. I will see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.